Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it.
Hey! How the fuck did you manage to survive and recover those knee injuries? I freaking shot you in the knees with guacamole.
That's because I'm part of this project. The government put stuff in my legs to not only help me recover quickly, but make me like an ultimate weapon.
Ha! Very cute, Commander Loser. I pretty much know where this is going, but you can pretty much tell the folks now. Just don't do it with guacamole. Yeah.
Alright, in case you haven't figured this out, I'm doing a review of Inspector Gadget. And yes, it is true that Playboy shot both my fucking knees in his last Playboy. Frickin' Playboy.
Hey! You were not gonna kneel before me, so you had to get those shots.
Yeah, whatever. Save it for your video. No, I did not get parts installed in my knees. They managed to somehow recover quickly. I don't know how, maybe through the magic of magic. But in any case, I'm delving into Inspector Gadget. Not the movie, because the Nostalgia Critic's already reviewed it, although he could possibly do the sequel, which is way worse, but that's besides the point. I'm doing the TV show. And no, not the one that you've heard of that I believe is on Netflix. I'm not 100% accurate on that one, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm doing the TV show from the 80s, because, like I mentioned, it's cartoony, and I happen to love cartoons, and you know I've been reviewing cartoons as of late. So with that, let's delve into the RoboCop, the funny version that is kind of goofy and is not essentially RoboCop, Inspector Gadget. Here's the intro that you're all wanting to see. Your typical 80s TV show intro. Classy. I know this is my honest opinion, but this totally trumps Scooby-Doo's intro.
Right? Hey! Don't do that, Commander Zander. You first Scooby feeling. No, let him do it. He has to be ruthless and mean like me.
Yes.
Look at all those gadgets that he got, hence the name.
I know what you're thinking. How could they come up with a name like that? He's an inspector of the police force and has gadgets? How corny can you get? But I actually think it's a clever name.
And speaking of clever, having Inspector Gadget dot the I is the next best thing to the Ohio script. As we begin the show with
Little Bunny Foo-Foo
running away from a train as we get the title of the episode that we're reviewing today, Basic Training, which, get it, train going around.
I love train rides, Uncle Gadget. Where are we going anyway?
If you love train rides, then why the hell are you asking where you're going? Who gives a fuck? If you love the train ride, you don't give a flop about where you're going.
This is clearly a case that Inspector Gadget requires a train ride.
Said to get on this train. That's all I know, Penny.
Well, I'm glad you took us along.
Very secretive chief, might I say.
Okay, but don't forget where our seats are.
We won't.
How could you not forget where his seats are? He's the only one in the fucking train!
The light. The safest way to travel.
Okay, maybe he's not the only one on the train. Darn buttons! Inspector Gadget has been squashed.
Where is he? I suppose so. Wait.
Wait a minute. How do you not know where he is?
Never goes anywhere without his hat. Something's fishy.
Not the brightest of dogs. I give Scooby the nod there. But he manages to open up the seat again and Inspector Gadget inflates himself.
Gadget!
They don't have all the bugs out of these seats yet.
Are you sure it was an accident?
Of course, Penny. It didn't mean it.
I hope
It
you're
didn't
right.
mean it.
How can you say it didn't mean it? Who are you referring to as it? What are we going through? No wonder why the episode's called Basic Training. We need basic training in our grammar usage, for crying out loud.
Where is the chief anyway?
Somewhere around. Oh, he happens to be underneath there.
It's the top secret gadget, folks. phone. Must be Chief Quimby. Hello, Chief. You're where?
Wait a minute, you're telling me the Simpsons ripped off of something Inspector Gadget?
Chief Quimby!
Chief Quimby.
Message.
Well, I guess this is the rare instance where you can say the Simpsons copied off of it.
Dr. Claw will try to steal it. Stop him. This message will self-destruct.
What is this, Mission Impossible?
Just leave it to me.
And of course he's gonna put the note away and Chief Quimby's gonna get exploding gas. He's actually underneath there, but his head poked out through the coffee.
Agent 3.
This, of course, is Dr. Claw, Inspector Gadget's most notorious arch enemy.
We're going to make our move as soon as the train.
And the only thing you see out of him, besides his adorable fiendish cat, is his gray metal hand.
Right, mad cat.
And might I say he's got a badass mobile. As Inspector Gadget goes and searches the train for some suspicious criminals.
You'd better follow him, Brain, just in case that mad agent finds him.
Brain? Isn't that an ironic name for a dog who is anything but brainy?
Doctor? I don't want
I'd say Penny's the brainiac of the family, so why does the dog get the name Brain?
anyone fitting that description. Why, yes. He's in there.
Oh, the old cliche where Inspector Gadget talks to the obvious suspicious person and believes him. He's not the brightest of heroes, might I say.
Go Gadget key. If he won't come out, I'll go in after him. Mission accomplished. Inspector Gadget is...
And how could you say mission accomplished when, through the miracle of his gadget, bounces back in and the mission's not accomplished?
He have gone. Maybe he's back.
Typical not-so-bright henchman. This show doesn't have many bright people, but it's still funny nonetheless.
Are you sure?
How could you trust a parrot? Because it's a parrot, who obviously will tell you stuff that you honestly will believe.
Right, come out. Wowzers. Yikes.
And just when you think Inspector Gadget's doomed... Okay, how did he do that?
Bird behind bars.
Is he a chief inspector or a magician? I don't know which, you decide.
What is it, Brain? The Matmobile? We've got...
Wait a minute, how could you depict that it's the Manmobile? All he did was bark. Scooby can at least say words. Granted, he uses the letter R a lot. Right. Exactly. So what makes him so brainy?
Here I come, ready or not.
As Inspector Gadget goes after the caboose, he's gonna get separated. Uh-oh. It's a trap! As the caboose comes to a slow halt, Inspector Gadget is way behind the rest of the train. How is he gonna get back, might you ask?
Say, that's
Oh, answer that question. Some stupid gadget, I bet.
Where can Uncle Gadget be?
He doesn't know. Again, why call him Brain when he's not brainy? And as I called, predictably, Inspector Gadget uses some stupid gadget to make his way back to the rest of the train.
What happened to the caboose? I can't quite see.
How could you not see? You should probably figure out it's Inspector Gadget. That probably answers the question about the missing caboose, for crying out loud. God, these people are not so bright. They make the Teletubbies seem a little smart. That should tell you something, people. Let's skip ahead and see how this unfolds. As we go through the majestic hill that Bob Ross could easily paint in his sleep, we see the bad guy.
room gas, boss.
Now that is pretty clever. A walkie-talkie disguised as a nose. Very ingenious, if I do say so myself. Dr. Claus certainly has outsmarted himself. As Inspector Gadget has managed to catch up to the rest of the train with his traction shoes, he's about to get run over by a bridge. but he ingeniously goes to the side to avoid getting run over by the bridge.
Wowzers.
Proving once again that he is very clever, despite his lack of intelligence.
Bring the computer parts to me. Right away, boss.
We see that the boss tells the henchman to do something that he's obviously going to fail in doing, and runs into Inspector Gadget once more.
Did? Yes.
Well, I think we can figure out how this is going to unfold. Now, can we, kiddies? But let's witness it.
You. All in a day's work, my good man. One more thing. Would you deliver the computer parts to the 20th floor? I would feel much better if they were...
Are they from Colorado? Because the logo looks something... Wait a minute. Mad Cat logo.
I think Uncle Gadget's pretending he's a workman. I don't like the look of this.
Go, Gadget Arms.
I think he's hypnotized. He sounds too robotic.
Go, Gadget Skates.
Which can obviously mean one thing. He's been brainwashed!
Boss. Good. I have the computer parts and now I have Gadget.
Why don't you just kill him while you're at it? You obviously do realize how this is gonna unfold. This is just like every single one of your episodes. He's gonna snap out of it, he's gonna save the day, and you're gonna regret not killing him at the opportunity that you have. You know what they say? When you're gonna kill the snake, cut him by the head! If you let him live, you're gonna regret it. And this is why Dr. Claw's gonna pay the price for letting Inspector Gadget off the hook without killing him.
Here are your computer parts. Thank you, Inspector. You've done an admirable job. It's all in the line of duty. Good day. Where have I heard that voice?
Yep, he's been brainwashed.
Goodbye, Inspector Gadget. It was nice knowing you.
Oh, this is gonna end horribly. He's activated spikes, which is gonna crash the elevator and thus kill Inspector Gadget, but you obviously know what's gonna happen. He's going to survive. Or get assistance from Penny. Wait a minute, that book is a remote control? How is that possible, you might ask? Because clearly some people know what the hell they're doing. With guacamole!
He's all right.
I think Inspector Gadget's dizziness might have warped out the brainwashing technique.
Gadget, do you hear me? Stop him. There he is.
Well, he should be easy to catch. He's clearly in a daze of confusion.
This way.
Hold it, Gadget.
Come on, Brain. There's no time to lose.
I keep hearing my name.
I have a feeling that somehow, someway, he's gonna snap out of it and somehow, someway save the day, because this is how this works. And through the power of that technological book...
They're re-hijacking my train.
Re-hijacking? Wait a minute. Don't you mean re-hijacking? Because you hijacked it? No, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, if they're re-hijacking your... Wait a minute. If it's yours, though, they hijacked and you re-hijacked it to get it back, then they re-hijacked it. See, I am right.
Very clever, Gadget, but I've still got a trick or two down my track.
We did it. We're almost there.
Yeah, and guess how that's gonna unfold? Your trick is gonna be destroying the bridge. I can see how this is gonna unfold. Yep. And I'm gonna bet Inspector Gadget will activate springs that'll allow him to extend so the train can go through and save the day.
Order, take my bags. Whoa!
Yep, this is exactly how it's gonna unfold. Yep. I've seen this cliche way too many times. That's why I'm able to predict this stuff. I'm not psychic. It's so obvious.
Gadget.
Until once again, the day is saved thanks to Inspector Gadget, who manages to slow the train back to the chief.
Well done, Gadget. You've saved the train.
Thanks, Chief.
And the computer parts.
Computer parts? parts?
Oh, you forgot the
Yes,
plastic computer parts.
Where are they?
Of course, the parts, yes, they're,
You left them with Claw, didn't you?
Dr. Claw by giving him the wrong boxes.
I did.
Very clever, Gadget. You're not
Aha!
nothing.
Thanks, Chief.
Notice how he doesn't remember any of the stuff that he did when he was under Claw's mind control. And meanwhile, in the Castle of Doom.
Computer parts, they're boxes of cat food.
Well, at least someone gets out of this scenario a happy camper.
You'll make a fool out of me, Gadget. Next time, you'll be the fool.
What is this, April Fool's Day or something? And so we end with them on the train that they were riding at the beginning of the episode.
Penny, as long as you observe the rules, don't run in the aisles or bother other people.
And Brain is gonna do just that.
And always obey the flashing lights and crossing boundaries at railway crossings.
And never ride between cars. Or on the roof.
Oh.
The best place is inside the train. Believe me, I know.
Uh-oh. Magnetic
I can still
boot.
think of better places to be.
Whoa. That was a weird laugh by Brain. So anyways, that's Inspector Gadget. A wonderful, wonderful TV show. Even though they're not really that bright, it's still a funny cartoon show. And by golly, is it awesome. So I would definitely recommend that for you. Especially if you're looking for something that's gadgety, if you know what I mean. So definitely check that out. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember it, so the Nostalgia Critic doesn't have to, and neither should you.